Wrestlemania Axxess is one of the funnest events of the whole WrestleMania weekend. It is one of my favorites. I know that honestly it's 10 times busier than SummerSlam Axxess always was when we would go to those SummerSlams. You know, it's longer lines, more people, more congested. I remember going to the Saturday afternoon Axxess last year in New Orleans, and that was the first Axxess session that I'd ever been in that just sold out. No more people allowed in. That's it. And I got out of line after meeting the legends at the Legends house, and I just walked around, and there was nothing that I could do. I was told that it would be an hour to get into the Undertaker's graveyard. I was told that it was to be an hour and a half wait just to get into the WrestleMania memorabilia. All of the superstars lines, no matter how big or how small of a star those guys were, lines were coming out of the booths. And I knew that there was nothing. I left the session about an hour and a half to 2 hours early just to get in line for the next session because I knew that they were just going to basically kick me out. There was nothing left for me to do. They were going to cut off the lines, and all I could really do was walk around and look at other people, doing things, because there was no line that I would be able to get into. WrestleMania Axxess on a Thursday, honestly, there's less people, so that draws a lot of people to it. Last year the Boston Brothers and Ravi, they went to WrestleMania Axxess on that day, and they all just met a long list of guys just because Ravi said that mainly Roman Reigns went into one of the booths, and everybody that was there swarmed it, and basically his was the longest line, and everybody else just got knocked out. He said he met Roman Reigns. No, I apologize, I messed that up. While everybody was waiting for Roman Reigns, he met Sin Cara, Biggie Langston, and I can't remember who the third person was, in a matter of like 15 minutes, just because nobody was in the line and he was just able to scoot on through. So that's the experience that I'm really looking forward to at this year's WrestleMania Axxess. I have two VIP tickets. One I bought for myself was to meet Ric Flair. I know it's the third time that I'm going to meet him. I did have a sort of a plan on why I bought the Ric Flair ticket, was for the reason of if you have a VIP ticket, you get early admission, so you get to sort of pick your first line that you want to get into. Sometimes it's a gamble if you get somebody good, or if you just have to get out of that line and go to some other one. But with the VIP, you're sort of guaranteed to meet somebody in the first few minutes of Axxess, and then you're supposed to run over and get into another line, is what most people will do, and then you go meet your VIP person that you're guaranteed to meet, because he's going to have a line, and you know that he's going to be signing for 2 hours, so you have 2 hours to make sure that you're in that line, even if you're the last person to meet Flair. My buddy Paul bought one of Ravi's extra Roman Reigns tickets, and with that he's going to be at the Evolve show, so he asked me to get something signed by Roman, and with that, I get to meet Roman Reigns and get a picture with him, basically for free. So that was a big time plus to meet your WrestleMania main eventer, and be all pumped up for it. When I think about who's going to be at WrestleMania Axxess this year, I would love to get a picture with a New Day. Last year I was really pumped to meet 3MB and get a picture with them, but meeting Biggie Langston, Xavier Woods, and Roman Reigns all at the same time. I've met them singly, but to meet them as a group and get one picture with them would probably be one of my favorite pictures that I would be able to get that weekend. I would love to meet Curtis Axel, is another guy. I've never met Ryback. So I have a list of guys that I would like to meet, but it's not really all that extravagant about the people that I want to meet. So we'll see what it is. WrestleMania Axxess is always fun. The lines won't be extravagant because we're going on Thursday, like you'd be able to go on any other day. But once the lists are announced, I'll be able to see. But it's always fun to watch the NXT matches, and to meet the NXT people would probably be one of the biggest things of the weekend. If you think about it, Sami Zayn, then you got Finn Balor. Hopefully Kevin Owens will be part of the weekend in some way, even with his injury that he just had. Tommy is a guy that I think a lot of people would love to meet. I've knocked out a few people, but Alexa Bliss might be at the top of the list to make sure I get a picture with her. I haven't had the chance to meet her yet, so we'll see what goes down. WrestleMania Axxess, always a fun time.